Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a resurrection episode of The Blunt Truth. I am your host, Full Circle 420. I have a friend joining me here. Hey,
What's up, people?
it's introduce yourself.
Ah, I am Mahazi, tone deaf.
Mahazi Tone Deaf. And what is it do you do, Mahazi?
A lot of times I do videos on spiritual work and also talking about how to cleanse your soul, how to change things in your life, and how to work on, past issues and sometimes tarot and things like that. So I touch on pretty much everything that has to do with growth and spiritual.
Okay. Now you a spiritual guy, huh? That's
Yes.
good. That's good. That's where everything begins. It's in the spiritual, never in the physical, though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have dirt before you gotta have dirt to plant the seed in before you can have a tree, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Definitely. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
All right, there. I want to change sound.
Okay. Good. Well, Miss Mahamasi, Mahazi tone deaf. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta ask you though, what do you think about what do you think about marijuana usage for the spiritual? You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that?
Well, all right. So when it comes down to marijuana for spiritual uses, I find like it's a good jump off point. And the reason why I say it's a good jump off point is simply because it gives those who are not used to connecting in the 5D to be able to tap into the 5D simply because of the fact that marijuana doesn't necessarily slow you down, but it puts you in a position where your thoughts slow down. And so when your thoughts slow down, it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to sort them out.
Right.
And so when you can actually sort your thoughts out, then therefore it's a lot easier for you to be able to formulate ideas and really catch on that one thing that came across your mind that you didn't even know it was there because you had so many other thoughts just ramming through your brain at one time. So that's why I say I think it's a great jump off point.
Mhm.
It gives you an opportunity to kind of meditate without thinking. Because a lot of times when you're on marijuana and you're where you're, I say, when I say I was totally zooted, which meant like I wasn't just high, I was so freaking off the dome with it after smoking that I was just like on my own plane. And that's how I felt.
I get that.
So when I got to that point is where I felt like I was like literally meditating. And that's why people say, don't blow my high. That's exactly what
Yo.
that means.
Mhm.
Because of the fact that you could be sitting there and you could be seriously zoned off and over there in the medical metaphysical so tough that a person could come in, ruin the whole thing, and kill the vibe where you were just at. Which is why one of the reasons why when I used to get
Yeah.
high, I used to get high by my damn self
Right. Exactly.
versus being around other people. Now, as far as continued growth, I don't recommend any type of catalyst as in continued growth. And the reason why I say it is
Mhm.
because anything that we do continuously ends up being a crutch.
Great.
And so eventually you start using these catalysts as the crutch to get you to the space where you need to get instead of utilizing yourself. And the whole point of spirituality is to depend on oneself.
Right.
It is yourself that has the keys to the universe, yourself that can activate, that can release, that can grow, that can move, that can do so much.
Okay. Okay, okay.
that nothing on this earth that you can find is going to give you. So once again, you're looking at something and it's like you're just opening up a window. When you open the window, you get the temporary breeze, right? The breeze is coming in and it's giving you that fresh air. But what happens when the window closes?
Ah,
Where else are you going to get the air from? How else are you going to breathe freshly and breathe purely without the window being open? You see what I'm saying?
right.
So therefore, you're looking at how marijuana gives you that gateway, and it gives you the gateway into the spiritual, but yet again, it becomes your crutch.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And when people, that's what I really think they meant when they said that it was a gateway drug. I don't think that people who originally said it until they came out with that age old what 1940s movie Reefer Madness.
Oh no, actually that was 1938.
Okay,
It,
well, yeah, basically 1940s.
pretty much.
But when they came out with that is when they started talking about marijuana in the sense of it being a gateway drug. And the fact is, nothing that came from the earth was actually a drug. A drug is only created when it has been chemically modified. That is
Exactly.
when you get a drug, is when it's been chemically modified. And mind you, 100% of all of the marijuana that we smoke today is now a drug.
How you know? Well, actually, we do. I did come in contact with people such as like the young lady I write the blog for, Miss Veronica Castillo.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the young lady I met, First Lady of the West Coast.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She's the first black woman to ever cultivate her own strand. Her strands are fresh. I mean, what I mean is
Okay.
non-GMO, non everything. She's licensed in Jamaica too, and you already know how that soil is, though.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
So I put it to you like this: gone are the days we were gonna. I mean, to be honest with you, gone are the days where the government's gonna be growing our shit. You really think that the government is gonna grow something that actually benefits us, and they gonna actually grow it to benefit us? I mean,
Mm-mm.
look at their track record, though. You know.
No, nothing they do for us is actually for us.
Right, exactly. So I mean, everything they so called do for us, everything they so called do for us, is just pretty much to their own advantages as well, though. You know.
Right.
So so when it's in their own advantages, you really think I want to buy weed from a government funded dispensary? Fuck no. You really
Right.
you really think I'm going to buy something that says you have to be licensed by the United States to? Nah, fuck no. Look here, man. Ain't nothing wrong getting it from the street, though, man. For real. And
It's true.
there's nothing wrong getting it from the street. There's nothing wrong getting it from especially organizations I come across, though. You know what I'm saying? Like these companies called Just Be Kindly, uh, botanical, you said these hemp cigarettes, though. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out the ground, though. You know,
Hmm.
with natural delta THC that gets chemically it goes through a lab gets chemically like enhanced where the CBD gets switched to delta THC. Like yeah, delta THC actually comes from CBD, but here's the thing though, CBD can turn to THC delta 8, but delta 8 THC cannot switch back to CBD.
Hmm.
So it's like, basically, once you're out your mother, though. You know what I'm saying? There's no
Right.
going back. So, and also the reason why I smoke weed, I don't smoke it as a crutch. I, smoke it for my health because it does keep my blood sugar down. It also, helps me with my neuropathy, though. You know what I'm saying? It also
Of
helps me.
course.
It also helps me, heal after I work out. Like, while we climbing up down these stairs where I'm at, I climb the stairs on a daily basis. And so after I do that, then that's when this comes out, though. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
yeah, it actually heals you, and also, instead of taking those, how people take those sleeping pills and what's that serotonin and all this other dumb shit, right? All you gotta do is smoke you some indica, not sativa, because sativa keep your ass up. So we get some indica, maybe a hybrid with the indica dominant. You know what I'm saying? Don't sm- and yeah, don't smoke no hermaphrodite. So yeah,
Well, see, I was really looking at it in in terms of spiritually, because when you talk about the benefits of marijuana past spirituality, then of course, yeah, you won't necessarily look at it as a crutch, but the way that it's being produced within the government and the way it's being pushed out as medical marijuana, it is a crutch
yeah, that's
because at yeah, because at the point it has been chemically treated to actually put a band-aid on whatever your problem is.
exactly.
And we're used to getting band-aids from the doctors for any physical problem that we got within our bodies, and now they're giving us band-aids for our mental problems.
Exactly. And here's the thing though. They been giving band-aids for years. Hell, they was trying to give me one of those so-called band-aids when I was in grammar school, talking about I'm hyper and all this other dumb shit. They was trying to give me like that what's that damn medication for that ADHD and
Ritalin.
Ritalin. I was man, my mom straight. Now, one thing I say about my mom, she never heard of Ritalin before, but she knows, but she knew it'll fuck you up though. You know what I'm saying? So no, for real though. Like I always wonder why she never fed us certain foods though. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know what McDonald's tastes like until I was 13. You know what I'm saying? I didn't.
Yeah.
You know. Always, and then and she keep the tradition of they do down in Mississippi. She don't cook on Fridays or Saturdays, and I do
Hmm.
that too. I don't cook on Fridays or Saturdays, man. I do not cook for any of those days. Man, I put it like this: if I did have children, it'd be sandwiches and potato chips all day, because I ain't making shit. You know what I'm saying? You can eat whatever you want. Order a pizza, order some burgers, order whatever it is your heart's desire. Go to Chick-fil-A if it still exists. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Go with your heart's desire on Fridays and Saturdays. Have at it. But when it
Yeah,
comes,
it's true.
you know what I'm saying? Because Sunday through Thursdays, that's Sunday's the biggest dinner though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but I guess they go by that mythology of Sunday being the seventh day, the day of the Lord or something. But every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So with that being said, right, she those things I learned from her, and also I learned from her not to take some bullshit that like I went to a public school, i.e., funded by the government, the federal government.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they want to give me riddle and check this shit. Here's why I didn't know though. When it comes to those medications, back in the day, when it comes to medications, to get us to grammar schools, check this out though. The manufacturer of those medications get a kickback from those schools though.
Hmm. Yes, they do.
They get referrals from those schools though. Man, my mom told straight up, you ever think about putting that shit on my child, man, look, I'll sue the fuck out you. Like how dare you? Of course I ain't gonna pay it. I mean, think about I guess I did have a little ADHD though, but look, every kid in grammar school does though. Who's gonna sit there for 8 fucking hours, listen to some bullshit they'll never remember? It's a bullshit they will never use. Who the fuck cares who won the Civil War in this bitch? Unless you're gonna be a historian, cool, fine. But if you try to be a psychiatrist or trying to be an engineer, if you engineer, the method thing is only important. The method is the only thing that's important. But I mean, dude, I mean but they want to put kids on Ritalin and all this other dumb shit because they don't do what they think a good kid should do. Man, see, yeah, like I said, the United States been giving us band-aid after band-aid. They may stitches up every now and then, but band-aid after band-aid, wrap after wrap, ointment after ointment for fucking years.
All right. Of
Man,
course. And that's why I personally, for under those certain terms, will go to a doctor for any type of ailment and take any medication that they give me.
right.
What I'll do, I'll go to the doctor, I'll get checked up. They tell me what the problem is, and then I go and I self medicate myself on what the problem is.
I mean,
Next time I go see the doctor, that problem's not there anymore.
right. I mean, to me personally, I think a doctor should be seen just for broken bones
Exactly. And that's my personal
and
preference.
gunshot
If
and
there's something
gunshot
broken,
wounds. Yeah,
exactly. Something that needs to be healed that is an outward wound. At that point, that is when I will deal with the doctor. Like what happened with my knee? I had to go to the doctor. There's no way I could have gotten that fixed unless I went to a doctor.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
I mean that
yeah,
that's what I'm saying though. But unfortunately, these so-called the Generation X is now the old people to us now though. You know what I'm saying?
hmm,
Okay, they actually growing up Generation X. That now Generation X was just 6 months away from me though. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I'm not quite. There's certain calendars. I'm part of the Generation X because I was born in '81. Some calendars I'm not. So I'm not quite a millennial, and I'm not quite Generation X. Okay, the people who match that we call Zennials now. Though you know what I'm saying? Those who
Hmm.
got have this, have that. Zennials.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I end up being too.
Yeah. So now the X generation they're old to us now though. You know what I'm saying? They're like in the X generation they're 60s, late 50s, early 60s now though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So and when that's made, they're getting older. Now they're gonna start doing the exact same bullshit that the other generation, the boomer generation did. What's that? They hung on every word that fucking doctor said though. They hung on every fucking medication that doctor said was good for them. They hung on to every fucking thing they said they did. Them doctors to them were like gods though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so we look at you say you look at this doctor like he's God, like he knows every fucking thing in the world though. You know what I'm saying? He been in this motherfucker since the universe began in this bitch. So
Hmm.
they trust these motherfuckers to do for them. They could be doing for themselves. No, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So
But you know what? One of the things I see about it is
mhm,
I don't even think it goes by generations because it really just breaks it down to those who are awake and those who are not.
right.
Because I know plenty of people that are millennials,
Mhm,
zennials, Generation X, and whatever other generation you want to talk about that are probably just as like deaf, dumb, and blind to the rest of the world, and they're just still in their robotic stage.
right.
And they will still go to the doctor, and that's why Medicare still exists.
That's why Medicare still exists. That's why Medicaid still exists. That's why these fucking that so-called vaccines still exist.
Hmm.
Mm,
And that's why I'm just we ain't gonna touch on that subject.
yeah, we ain't.
That's a rabbit hole. For real, that's a rabbit hole.
That's yeah. I don't. Yeah, I got work tomorrow, so man, I can do this all night. Next thing you know, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't go to sleep yet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we.
Right. I got the gym early in the morning, so
Oh yeah,
we're not going down that rabbit
speaking of
hole.
gym, I see you see your picture. You do the rope stairs like
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yep, I'm
I used
getting
I
it
yeah.
in.
You know what? I gotta join another gym, man, because the gym I'm at, they're not 24 hours though, man. I need to and Fitness Connection keeps emailing me talking about please come back to us, please. But that's the
Is
urban
there
one.
a fitness connection even by you?
Yeah, the one in Allen.
Oh, okay.
The one we went to that one time.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, the
Got
one
you.
in Allen. Yeah. So and that's the thing though, man. It's crazy though. Oh yeah. And by the way, let me hey, one of the subjects we talk about is opposition. Opposition to everything. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I think we talked about this plenty of times because I told you about my ex-wife and she had a daughter and stuff like that, right?
Hmm.
And, I love the little girl though, but she would not remember me if I contacted her now because I found out last year her mom is no longer on this earth, unfortunately. I mean, but then again, I mean, it is what it is. It's going to happen to all of us. So,
Hmm.
so that being said though, right? When I mean, I'm not opposed to having relations with women with children. I'm not opposed to that. But here's the thing though. I want them to understand something though as well. Now, remember when we was talking about everything has an opposition.
Hmm.
Okay, what I'm about to say is no different, but when I do say it, most of the females actually get real pissed off at me when I say this though. But they have to. They're not thinking logically. They're thinking with emotions though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm not saying all women do that. That's not even my repertoire. I'm saying there's certain women I said this to. Certain women I said this to. Nobody outside the women I said this to thinks that that's cold hearted as hell though, right? So
Okay.
let me ask you this. Okay, you know when a woman says to a man, "Well, I will let to get to know you and see where this is go, but I do have children." You see what I'm saying? So we're a package deal, though. You know what I'm saying? You get along with me and my children, we let you in, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Okay, so prime example, right? Okay, prime example, right? A man goes to a woman, you know what I'm saying? He think the woman is cute and fine, stuff like that, right? Okay. He's liking her vibe and you know what I'm saying, liking her frequency and liking the way she looks, talk, and feel and everything. Okay, so they get to know it. They he just accepted her, you know what I'm saying? They talk and all this other good stuff. All right, so okay, fast forward a couple months. They go on maybe 4 dates and have a good time and they feel each other vibe. And you know what I'm saying, she says to him, okay, I mean, we've been knowing each other for like about maybe 4 months. You know, so I like to see where this further goes. But I do have to tell you something. Me and my kids and I, if you want to have a relationship, you have to accept them as well along with me. Okay? Okay, so he says, oh, cool. I understand. It's a package deal. I do understand completely. And so he accepts her terms. Okay, cool, fine. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But at the same time, though, now, I mean, everything's still with the rose colored glasses of the land of make believe still in front of her eyes, though. Okay, so
Hmm.
let's just say down the line they may get married and you know what I'm saying things don't work out because certain pathways was interfering with the other pathways and stuff like that. I mean, it was really no malice, no intent, whatever, right? They get divorced. Now, go back to remember what she said, right? If you get with me, you have to set me and my kids as well. We're a package deal,
Hmm.
okay? So she failed to realize that there's an opposition to that position you just took with that man, or that man took with that woman, whatever. Okay. So the opposition is okay. So if I have to get with you to get with you, if I get with you to accept your kids, then that's what I do. But now let's talk about the opposition of since we broke up, since y'all was a package deal, I broke up with everybody in that so-called package deal.
Hmm.
That's the opposition I'm talking about. Okay, so you get with the girl, they're a package deal, right? So how the hell is it? How the hell can it now say, well, that's not fair? The kids were attached to you. But wait a minute, you just say you're a package deal, right? Okay, you say you're a package deal. Okay, that goes from the plus from the plus side and the minus side, the positive and the negative for that, the neutron and the proton. Though you know what I'm saying, the up and down. So what do you think about that? Just I want your opinion. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm gonna take you down to. Uh, I'm gonna take you down to the bare bones of the situation.
Okay, let's
All
go.
right.
Let's go,
All
baby.
right. Well, first and foremost, right? This is why I always tell people that I speak to that you not only have to be careful, but you have to be spiritually discerned on who you decide to have relations with.
Right.
Too many people out here in the world have relations, but they're not using any conscious thought to it. They're only going by a feeling of emotion and infatuation.
Right.
The truth of the matter is, what we have going on in the world is a series of from mediocre infatuation to great deep infatuation. But
Mm-hmm.
no one actually receives the position of actual love. Love is a frequency. That frequency can only be gotten on if your spirits are in sync. That's the only way you can actually touch the love frequency.
Yeah, right.
And that is what people are, what you hear Christians talk about all the time, the agape love. That means that unconditional love where there is no condition. Because if you are spiritually set, if you guys are on the same frequency spiritually, if you cannot accept that person, that means you cannot accept yourself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you fast forward and you look at it from that perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
That situation shouldn't have never happened, right? And I tell you, the reason why I say that is simply because the fault lands on both of the people in the first place. Because now you have very impressionable young spirits that are here on this earth. And even if they have just reincarnated from a past life, you've already set them on a position of failure.
Mm-hmm.
And that position is simply because of the fact that when a child bonds with a person, that's a strong bond. This is a child. Think about how impressionable they are. A child can bond, and their bonds are for life. Think about even when you were a child and your mom had a boyfriend that you got close to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not just you, but I'm talking about anybody in general
Well, yeah, yeah.
where people have dealt with that. Come on, yo, from our generation, think about it. We had
True.
the working mother. How many times did the working mother end up having different boyfriends? I mean, come on, though. Really?
Real.
Okay. So being a child and getting close to someone, because I mean, I actually had that happen. Me, I came from a broken home. My parents were married. My parents split up, and then my father basically abandoned me after they're split up.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But my mom, later on along the line, when I was a teenager, ended up being in a relationship with a guy that she loved very much, and they were very close. And he treated me like I was one of his kids. And I grew an attachment to him so well that I actually called him my stepfather.
Right.
No one else I ever called that. So when he disappeared out of my life, yeah, I'm going to tell you, it hurt. And even though my little brother, who had a father, still called him his stepfather.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Man, you think about it from that perspective, it's just like you have impressionable hearts that are attached to someone else.
This is
And then
true.
there's that separation thing that actually happens. So when it actually happens is the reason why we deal with the whole spiritual situation of the way this universe actually works and how your time on this planet is the way it is, which is it's all about the experience. People hate when I say this, but before you brought your ass here on this planet, I guarantee you, you signed on the dotted line about the life and the path that you were going to live. And every single
Oh.
experience,
Ah.
every single
Ah.
experience that you experience on this earth, whether you like it or not, is something that you already knew that was going to happen.
I mean, also, let me actually like everybody knows that, like for instance, right, the way you know you've been, the way you know you've been in this dimension again. Look on your body. You see this?
Mm-hmm.
I got one down here, but it feels like something's in it. I don't know what that is, but I think in my past life I got shot right here, though. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I
Mm-hmm.
got my finger chopped off or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know I probably died of a violent death, though. You know what I'm saying? I got the marks to prove it from a previous life.
Right.
So think about that though. So you mean to tell me you had this life, you had this life, you had this life, you had this life, full of infinite choices, and you chose to go through the bullshit you go went through.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's fucked up, man. But
Yeah.
actually, you didn't choose it. You didn't choose it. They wrote up the contract for each individual soul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, they signed like piece of paper with a ink of it, but they signed it with, so they merged together in a oneness. They exchange ideas, and what I'm saying, say, okay, here's what you do. You have to do this on this earth to get the experience to report back up here to shares the experience of what it's like to live on this planet, this galaxy, that galaxy, this universe, that universe. You know what I'm saying?
And then
So
you already come to this planet with baggage.
exactly. So think about it though, right? It's literally a job. This life, no, seriously, think about it though. This life is literally a job. We pay for every step of we get paid for every step of the way, but we also have to pay for every step of the way too.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, see, the idea, and let me tell you this though, right? The idea of money came from the fact that we did goods exchange and services and spiritual already.
Hmm.
So we just mimicking everything we do. Everything we do now, we just mimicking was already in spiritual.
Yeah, and both of the worlds always coincided at the exact same time, so we never fall out of the actual 360 spectrum.
Ah, 360, my favorite number right there.
Hmm.
That's and I got a book on that one too, which you can find on Amazon, the original and the edited edition. It's called Full Circle, 360 degree full circle 360 degree philosophy. Hit that up. So, you know what I'm saying? You're right though, because I had to come to that. I didn't like it, but I definitely had to come to that realization. Like, God damn, I see, and this is why I'm so. Maybe just the reason why I'm so paranoid. No, not paranoid, but I'm more meticulous in contracts though. You put a contract in front of me, used to make it's not going to be a quick 5 minute sign. It's not going to be a quick 5 second sign. No, I'm reading every syllable, every chapter, precept by precept, word by word, paragraph by paragraph. I'm reading everything because I don't want to sign into some shit that I can't get out of. You know how motherfuckers do that? Do the Apple signs and just click it. Okay, fine, here. Do that electronic signature. And you did not even read what they were saying. Oh, so you say you agree to this, right? So we could take your kidneys, right? You agree to this. So that means I come over and have sex with your wife 3 times in a week. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know what I'm saying? But you agree to this, right? We told you from the very beginning, please read and sign. Read, read, as in look on the fucking words on a piece of paper. Read the words, sound it out. Look at the definition if you need to. Come to the very conclusion that we're trying to tell you to come to in the first place. It's a test. But
Right.
every time we give the answers are in the back of the book. Why are you not looking at the back of the book though? The answers are seriously though. The answer because I remember me and Tony was sitting here talking, right? And we was
Hmm.
going back and forth, like, look, it was like, and we both said, look, the answers are in the back of the book. Sometimes they're in the front of the book. Why are you not looking there? All you gotta do is look at, like, you know how we had those math books, you know what I'm saying, those math workbooks, and all the SQ was in the back for all the
Hmm.
problems and stuff like that. And I know me personally, I always take a little peek in the back of the book when I was doing my homework, though. You know what I'm saying? If I was not supposed to look at those answers, why are they in the back of the book? See, that's a yeah, no, seriously. Why are they in the back of the book? Why are you giving me the answers to a test? You're not supposed to give me the answers to it. You're supposed to allow me to, say, okay, what is 6 times 7? Okay, so what you do is you take 6 rows and you put them in, you take 6 dots, you put them in sevens. Oh, that's 7 rows and 6 dots, right? So you count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 42. Wow, that's a lot of numbers. So I mean, that's how you. I mean, but you have to do that quickly though. But I mean, like quickly. But you know the answer is 42 because you just did that in your head. You did that in your head though. Or you just
Hmm.
imagine six dots in a row, six rows, six dots in a row in 7 rows. Though that's all you gotta remember. Why
Hmm.
are you making this shit so hard? Why is people seriously though? Another thing I want to touch on too, right? I mean, speaking of motherfuckers, doing shit, making the shit so hard. This whole stupid ass conflict, this whole stupid ass high value, low value, no value, dumb value, all this other dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? We got incels out there talking about, well, no woman will ever like me. They don't even like them tall, strong, and black guys. And nobody will ever give me a chance. We got them motherfuckers running around, though. Really?
Hmm.
I mean, they say they hate. I don't know. Well, I don't know what a hate a woman means, but so I don't know. I don't know nothing about that shit. But I'm just saying though, these motherfuckers. I don't know if they hate women or not, or they just fed up with them getting their sales turned down. I'm like, look here, bro. You're not everybody's cup of tea. Okay? Seriously, I want to sit down with one of them. I just want to sit down, smoke a blunt with one of them if they do that. If they're not, okay, just much more for me. I want to smoke. I want to just talk to them. Talk to those people who are sick, who are so-called sick and tired of females treating them wrong and stuff like that. I want to sit down and talk to those people. And I want to say this to them. I want to say, okay, this female did you wrong. Okay, boo hoo, whatever. You're nothing special. You're nothing special, guy. Everybody gets hurt every now and then, but it determines how what you do in that. It determines how you solve that hurt. Will determine the rest of your path, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, seriously, that I want to sit down and talk to these young men and young women too. 'Cause there's some women incels too. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but
But do you see the deep lying rooted problem of that? Of all of that? What's
yeah,
causing that?
yes, I do. I do definitely see the root. The root of that problem is this. Some the root of the problem is always back in the day though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't get the love maybe their mother and father didn't give them because they wasn't so called the perfect child or anything like that though. Or it's the fact they have it's the fact that maybe they're the older, younger, or middle child, whatever. But if they had, oh well, it might be the middle child because they treat the oldest and the youngest like kings and queens, but they automatically just forget about this little guy. You know what I'm saying? It could be that.
Huh.
It could be that. It also could be the fact that if he looks himself in the mirror, he has he has what you call vision dysmorphia. I call it vision dysmorphia. Basically, you when you look in the mirror, you see something other than yourself. That's what I
Hmm.
call vision dysmorphia. I don't know if it's a real. Well, I think it's a real thing, but I know body dysmorphia is a real thing, so I guess that's a real thing too. I don't know, but but yeah, seriously, it's called vision dysmorphia. We talked about that one time too, like how we, especially you said when you looked in the mirror, like back in the day before you came into yourself, you said that. What was that you said? Oh
I
yeah,
call myself funny looking.
yeah, exactly. That's because why you call yourself funny because that's what your lower vibration was seeing through your eyes, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Okay. So and I tell and I
Yeah.
and you know what? I had the same problem. I'm like, man, I'm ugly as hell. I can't never get no woman. Man, I'm ugly as hell. But I had to stop those thoughts. Like, wait a minute, hold the fuck, hold the fuck, hold the fuck, hold the fuck. Do you do you know? I said to you, do you know who I am? Shit. Man, I had 3 women in one night one time. Shit. Man, I'm the player. What you talking about? Shit. I had the best of the best and the worst of the worst. Had the whitest of the whites and the blacks of the blacks, though. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And all colors between in the green, just to be seen, though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dude, what that's the root. I think that is the root. I think I'm not a psychiatrist, but I would like to go back to school to be one, but not a psychiatrist, but a counselor. You know what I'm saying? Get all the
Well,
benefits of a psychiatrist, just not the doctor degree.
Well, in all actuality, the simplicity of that is what you were talking about visual dysmorphia.
Mm.
But I think it goes deeper than what you just see. The whole point of that is a person who does not love themselves cannot love someone else. Okay. So if you don't love yourself, then you sit there and you have expectations upon the fictitious person that you believe you are.
Oh, right.
And so those expectations put you in a position where you believe that there is a such thing as high value and low value.
Right.
What we consider value in the 3D is exactly what is actually really no value
Mm.
because of the fact that all things shall pass away.
Right.
When you pass on, just like everyone else before you passes on, none of the things that you find high value in this world will come with you. The only thing that is high value that you can create and that you will have is yourself. Because the high value that you have within yourself is something is how you create a high value family. It's how you have high value children
Mm.
because your love of yourself passes on to others because you teach them how to love themselves. It's just like one of my favorite songs is by In Vogue and it's called Part of Me. And it taught me
Yeah,
when
I
I
remember
was
that
just
song.
like I was just about what 12, 13 when that song came out.
Mm-hmm.
And what they said in the song, it was
Awesome.
just like when they were talking about love, they were talking about the actual frequency of love, the
Right.
true frequency of love.
Right.
And they were just like, if you can teach yourself to do anything, you could teach yourself to love yourself. And those who
Mm.
love themselves will love others. And because of that, it helped me understand that what real love was something greater
Mm-hmm.
than what it was portrayed. It was greater than that funny feeling that you got when you were around a person because
Right.
all of that stuff was empty. Yeah, I've had that feeling several times, but was it
Mm-hmm.
real love? I'm not with either one of those people anymore. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? So when you start looking at what you actually consider high value, the high value, that dollar sign, or however you want to portray what your value is, should be all within yourself, and everything else fails in comparison.
Mm. But wait a minute.
Everything else becomes mediocrity.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, no. But if they only hold the value of money, of a physical, what we call money, a basic tool that anybody can get, if they hold
Mhm.
it up as high value, aren't they in the lower frequency and the lower vibration to themselves? So
Of course, which is why the high value should be yourself.
is that? Thank you, thank you. Because I was watching one of those Kevin Samuel videos, right?
Mhm.
Now here's my thing though, man. I hear all these rumors and all these stupid things that people say about him because he. So I do have to admit though, some of those women do need to be checked in the reality and shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. Accountability is for everybody, not just for a certain gender though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Accountability goes across the board. You know, when even with animals, when a dog breaks something and their mother and father ask him, now, did you break this? Did you break this bowl? And that dog has that look in his eyes and hang his head down and because don't look at me in the eye and shit because that dog's like, damn, I can't believe I broke that. I can't believe I broke that vase, man. I'm sorry, man. Okay, they still looking at me. Why are you looking at me? Okay, I said I'm sorry, man. And why you know what I'm saying? Even dogs got that. I mean,
Mhm.
for real though. So accountability is everything, though. You know what I'm saying? If a dog who can't even sometimes understand the basic our basic language, but they go by frequencies of your how
By
you speak, though.
energy.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you can be saying the nicest shit to a dog, but if you say like this, like this, the dog will look down. Even though you saying the nicest shit to them. But if you say the most bullshit to a dog, like, "Hey, you a stupid motherfucking dog," yeah, because they don't know they're actually talking about them in that way. But the high pitch and the frequency they hearing, the happiness and the voice they hearing says, oh, "Okay, I think he's saying good things to me." You see what I'm saying? So if dogs, seriously, if dogs, I'm talking about all species of dogs could pick up on sound waves for communication and they know accountability, how the fuck you don't know what accountability is because nobody's never took you the task to get it. And that was what men and women too, though. Accountability is across the board. I don't give a fuck what race you are, what gender you are, whatever. Accountability is across the board. Hell, even Jesus was accountable at one time if he existed. But that's yeah. But that's neither here and there. But I'm just saying though, cause so this whole I was listening to one of his a couple of his videos, right? And I'm like, okay, this is my first, I first heard of him. He's been not about I first heard of him. So I'm like, he said to this one woman, he was like, excuse me, sister, you're nothing special. There's millions of women are like you across all races. What makes you think you deserve anything that you have not met the qualities for? I'm like, ooh, shit, this nigga ill though. You know what I'm saying? It piqued my interest. Exactly. It piqued my interest, right? Like, okay, okay. I like what you just said. That's some good shit. That's some real shit right
Mhm.
there. I'm like, okay, I like that. And then okay, it piqued my interest. So continue me watching that video, right? I'm like, damn, you checked the shit out of that girl. But
Mhm.
attitude like that, you need to be taken out a peg or two. Man, look here, man. I put it like this: if a Christian believes that we're the sons and daughter of God, right, we need to emulate our Father, right? Okay,
Mhm.
He embarrasses us on a daily basis. What makes you think we can't do it to anybody else? The fuck?
Right.
If you think this God of yours is the creator of all, let's keep it a buck. Okay, if you think this creator, this Almighty Jehovah, Jehovah Jireh, DC, whatever you want to call him, if you believe this creator created everybody in this universe, and that universe, and this universe, and this universe, and this universe, the infinite universe, right? So what makes you and he be embarrassing the shit out of us on it? Hell, he embarrassed Job. He embarrassed his own son. He embarrassed the angels. He embarrassed his favorite angel. His name is Simiel. He embarrassed the motherfucking preacher. He embarrassed the king. He embarrassed Solomon. You know what I'm saying? He embarrassed every motherfucking body in that mythology. Especially he did Joe bogus as fuck though. You know what I'm saying? That was some bullshit right there, yo. He allowed his son like, hey son, you wanna make a bet? I bet you fuck with him. He'll still hate you, but he'll love me. Watch. I bet you. Wanna make a bet? Okay, let's make a bet. Okay, I tell you what. I bet 100 they you know what I'm saying, he'll curse your ass out. It's like cool, 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 cool. You know what I mean? So I'm like, dude, that's accountability though, because them motherfuckers accountable for what they did. These motherfuckers accountable for what they did. The only one motherfucker that's accountable is your fucking so-called creator. Like,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? How the fuck? But I'm just saying though, sometimes, so you peep my sometimes, motherfuckers gotta get knocked down. Sorry. You,
Mm.
you want to pander and go to Steve Harvey. He'll hook you up. So I'm just saying, he'll hook you up. He'll tie that belt around your arm, though. You know what I'm saying? He'll hook you up. I'm for real. He'll hook you up. So I'm like, okay. And then he was talking. He kept talking like, "What makes you think you have a high value, man?" I'm like, "High value." Okay. What makes a human being high value over another human being? How's that happen? So let me guess. Your sperm was gold, right? And your mother's egg was a ruby, right? The gold went into ruby, and she pops out. She pops out a golden child in this bitch, or a child that's worth more than the jewels and the money and all over this bitch, right? I was like, dude, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what makes a high value person a high value person? What was a low value person? Low value person. Now, if you talk about materialistic possessions, if you worry about what a motherfucker's material possessions is, that makes you low value automatically. You know what I'm saying?
I think the whole high value and low value is just what how people are explaining higher self and lower self, divine masculine, divine feminine, the yin and the yang, the metaphysical and the physical. It's how everyone is actually depicting it. And I think people place what they consider value on things to explain that very thing.
Right. Well, my dear, that's why the universe made people like me and you. You the yin, I'm the yang. You know why I say I'm the yang? Because the yang is the negative side of things, though. The side that actually checks a motherfucker real quick, though. You know what I'm saying? When
Hmm.
people hear negative, it's more of it's one of those ominous connotations, though. You know what I'm saying? When people
Hmm.
hear negative, it's like when people hear the word negative, all of a sudden it's that Jason sound. It's that sound,
Yeah.
though. You know what I'm saying? And it's that Michael
Yeah.
Myers beat. But negative is the fact that I'm keeping your ass in check before you get above yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping your ass in check because simple fact of the matter is, I gotta remind you, you're nothing special. You're a grain of sand, dear. Okay? You're a grain of sand. Not one grain of sand is different than the other. Nobody walks on the beach and say, "Hey, look at that big, huge grain of sand right there," or "Hey, look at that shiny grain of sand right there." All they know is they walking on a beach. Okay, you're nothing special. I'm not you, but I'm just saying.
No, I understand.
I say you're nothing special, and neither am I. Of course, I'm going to definitely have to put myself in that category. I can't talk that shit if I'm not in it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but I get it. I get why people would feel that and why they understand it from their
Mm-hmm.
perspective. Because at one point in time, even I sat there and thought that someone was above us.
Right.
You know what I mean? There is even times, even after waking up, we can find that somebody feel like somebody is above us. You get what I'm saying? And because of the simple fact is that is the same position that we place ourselves when it comes down to us and source.
Right.
And the only difference between us and source is you're there and I'm here.
Right.
You
Exactly.
get what I'm saying?
Exactly. But here's the thing, though, right? A man, human being can live to be a trillion years old, right? And they'll never reach the source. Hell, they won't even reach the corner of the knowledge that the universe has.
Of
You know what I'm
course,
saying?
but that's just on this planet.
No,
That's only in this time, which is why I wanted to help you with something that you said earlier about the yin and the yang.
mm,
Personally, I am both the yin and the yang because I embody both the divine masculine and the divine feminine,
true.
of which you are. In order for two to come together, you must be balanced. You must be able to balance both your divine masculine and your divine feminine.
Right.
But if we talk about in actual roles, then I would be the yang, you would be the yin, because
Uh,
I would have to be with the one who dealt with the dark energy because I am the yang. I hold the actual womb.
mm.
You see how that works?
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the correction. Thank you for the correction. My bad. Even I mess up sometime. My bad. My bad.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
I'm only human. Uh, but what is right for the spider it's wrong for the fly.
It's probably because one eats the other.
All right. But you know what's going on now with that there? I wrote in my book. I knew this shit was going to happen though, man.
Hmm.
I seen the beginning of it in front of my fucking face. I seen this shit happen in front of my fucking face, but we trying to tell people, but nobody want to listen. Like, no, there's no agenda. No, dude, there's a fucking agenda though. This all these fucking distractions popping up. There's a fucking agenda going on. And yeah, what we need to do, no, that's a rabbit hole. I ain't gonna even go there, but let's not this time, but you know what I'm saying. But what we need to do, yeah, it's getting a little late. I would like to do that on a Saturday, not a Sunday, because that's a rabbit hole.
Yeah. We go a little too deep on that one. That's the one I don't want to touch.
Yeah, for real.
I
But
don't even want to let it run off my lips tonight.
yeah,
Um, yeah, let's just strictly talk about human behavior.
okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, but you know, check this out though, right? I now know why people cheat on their spouse or their significant others, though. You know what I'm saying? I now know why. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the secret now. Now, a lot of people gonna hear this, but they may keep it to themselves. All right, so here you go. I'm just messing with you. But the reason why people cheat on their significant others, I went through this. You went through this. It's because we are in our lower vibrational self. There's a chink in our armor, and we exposed ourselves, and the people who did not see us before, that was we blocked from seeing us. We're now open to their gaze and now open to their introductions.
Hmm.
So when that happens, right? When that happens, here they come. Hey, how you doing, beautiful? What's your name, beautiful? Oh, beautiful, I would like to take you out. Show you what a real person knows how to show you how to treat a woman or show you how to treat a man. And you eat that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I feel so appreciated. Like, man, you know, my wife never said that to me in a long time. You know, she does just work, 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 work. I know we got a nice house. I know we got a nice car, so we don't have to worry about where our bills come from because we both worked hard to bring this to fruition. But I got to cheat on you though.
Well,
You know
let me
what I'm
go a
saying?
little deeper on that.
Right.
I want to go a little deeper on that.
All right. Let's do
All
that.
right, so here's this.
Okay.
Mm, if we go on into it from a metaphysical position, right,
Right.
and we look at it as it takes two whole spirits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two whole spirits, and there are multiple spirits that incarnate together in a lifetime
Right.
that can connect to each other, right?
Right.
Which is why we're saying whole spirits because there is no missing piece to you,
Exactly.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have whole spirits, and this is why we can come across multiple people in a lifetime that we set right with.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is, if you look at a whole spirit is yearning for another equally whole spirit that will connect on a higher plane. Now, we can get something like that from one, but the full experience we may not be able to get until we find the other.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get together with people who don't even fit in that spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
it's like your spirit is automatically looking and longing for the one that's right for you. I guarantee you that a person who is fully aware of themselves will know within 5 minutes of being around the wrong person whether or not are the wrong or right person.
Right.
And the problem is, like you were saying, people are sitting too far in their lower selves. While they're in their
Mm-hmm.
lower selves, it's not like they can even understand what's the right and wrong person. But you know it's the right person because when you connect with the right person, it it hit different.
Right.
You know what I mean? It definitely hits different. It doesn't it's a different type of connection.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different type of conversation. And so, therefore, when you're in a relationship that you found yourself in, that you were completely infatuated and you thought it was love, and you got so close with this person that you guys decided to get married, now you're married and you sit here and you find yourself in a position where your heart is still longing for something else.
Ooh, yes, yes. I get it. I get it. I get what you said. I look. I got what you said though. I got what you said, and I could dig it. I could definitely dig it. You know why I could dig it? Because everything you just said, everything I just said now coincide with each other.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So think about it. Yes, exactly. Because not only they say they lower identity cells, it's still they still they lower cells, but even when they get back up to the higher position, that yearning's still there. Think about
which is
that one.
why which is why since COVID happened and everybody had to deal with lockdown, is why a lot of people started getting tired of the person that they were with and
Mm-hmm,
started breaking up, and why you saw so many freaking divorces and so many people separated,
mm-hmm.
because at this point people had nothing but time.
Right.
And when you have nothing but time,
Oh shit.
you have nothing but a chance to get into your higher vibration. And if you have all of that time and all of that opportunity and you're around somebody who is not matching you, the first thing that you're going to do is feel uncomfortable.
Mm, that is very true. And I know I just thought about something too. I was just thinking about something though, right? Now, doing a lockdown, you're right. There's been a lot of divorces, a lot of breakups, a lot of homeless people. That's why all these homeless people going on because I had to stay with you during this pandemic. We on lockdown. Woo. Now that the pandemic is easing up, sorry, sir. Uh, now the pandemic is easing up because of Let's Go Brandon. And you heard the Let's Go Brandon thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, that look on your face. But, but here's the thing, though, right? They get it's like, man, we don't have nothing. I don't have nothing in common with this man. Like, I hate the way he chew his, and they start picking at little things too. Like, damn, I hate the way he chew his food. I hate the way his teeth look. Damn, that nigga got a big ass. Oh, for real, no. No, for real, for
Mm-hmm.
real, for real, no. They start picking at little things like, I don't like the way he slouched down every time he play his game. He like a goddamn long arm baboon. Oh, pidgey stubby looking mother sucker. You know what I'm saying? And be like, and then the dude on the flip side, the dude like, oh, cottage cheese booty, no titty having. You can't even, you can't even give me the 5,000. Look at, you know what I'm saying? They start thinking these things like, man, and then you just lay in bed like, man, I should cuss this bitch out. You know what I'm saying? Or
Mm-hmm.
is she thinking, man, this motherfucker think about cuss me, I will beat his ass. I built
All
one
right.
like stuff like that, right? But
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, right? So
That's
now
why you
you,
got stupid things like cuffing season.
yeah, I'm like, well, cover see, I
Stupid
don't, well,
things.
nobody's cuffing me this season, so I don't know. I don't think that's a real thing anyway.
No, but cuffing season really does happen.
I know.
It
It,
does, but the problem with cuffing season is it only lasts the season.
Although I've been getting some kind looks from some Indian chicks, though, you know what I'm saying? But their cuffing season is a little different than here in the United States, though.
It's not a season.
Nah, it goes through seasons.
Right. It's
Lots of them
not
as
a
well.
season.
Lots of them as well, because divorce is not an option with them, though. You know what I'm saying? They really do believe
Mhm.
in death do us part, and chances are it'd be the man that do it do be parted.
But the whole point of when people started breaking out of the cast of arranged marriages,
Mm-hmm.
the whole point of them breaking out of it was so that they could go and find actual love
Right,
versus being forced to marry someone that had nothing to do with how they really felt.
right.
But now the issue with that is people are only going off of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Emotions, the one thing about emotions is they're all temporary.
Right.
Emotions are temporary. There is nothing permanent about an emotion. Only you, how you feel in your mind, is how you make an emotion permanent. Emotions are fleeting.
Hmm.
As soon as you get happy, you can equally become sad. As soon as you are freaking loving, you can equally become mad. You know what I'm saying? It's flipped on the same coin. It goes on the same coin.
Right.
And so that's why emotions are fleeting. But everybody wanted to go out and find love based off an emotion, which is why I say people are not really loving each other. They're stuck on infatuation
Exactly.
because infatuation is a level of oh man. I mean, I really can't get with a girl if I don't like what I see, you know what I mean? Because what I see is, is gonna be that thing that make me want to get with her. Or, oh man, I ain't trying to, be with no girl, if I ain't fuck her first, because I gotta know what she feel inside. I gotta feel it. That's a deeper level. What bullshit.
Right. Or I do what? Okay. Or let me add to that. Or this. Or this. That's the male side, right? All right. Check it out. Check it out.
Hmm.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I'm gonna do the feminine side because not only am I masculine, so I do got a feminine, softer side. But like that
Hmm.
shit got limits. But we'll talk about that later.
Go
But
for it.
all right. But check it out though, right? Check it out. Oh man, I don't. He too dark for me. I don't like no dark skinned man. I want me a light skinned man. Or this or this. He's only 5'4". What this little ass can do for me? I'm 5'9". I can put him on my shoulder. What's up with that? I need to be a tall man with a. I need to be a tall 6 foot chocolate brother. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, right? Or this or this. Mm-mm. My homegirl fuck with him. I heard he got small wee wee. You know what I'm saying?
But
Or
but these are the different things that we are sitting here saying. This is why,
right.
and this is why I say it's infatuation. It's
Mm-hmm.
simply infatuation. Because when it comes down to love, if it's really love, then nothing matters more than how you connect spiritually in your conversation.
Exactly. Exactly. And see, that's
Nothing more matters. That's why I like that what is it called? Beast dating, beast masters or something like that,
mm-hmm.
where people have the makeup and they look like different animals and different
Yeah.
scary creatures, and
Mm-hmm.
they dress up like that, and then they have a date and hold a whole conversation, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't know what a person looks like. They're not trying to have sex or anything like that. They
Right.
have no choice but to actually learn something from this person by being around them. They have to first feel their energy and second speak with them and hear their heart.
Right. See, that's fucking genius right there, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always like those dating game shows. Even the one with Bob Newbanks, the dating game or
The
whatever.
newlyweds.
Huh?
No, yeah, that's I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
The
it is
dating
the
game.
dating game.
No, the dating game where the woman's like sit behind the booth, like right beside the booth, and the 3 men, she don't know what the 3 men look like or anything like that. And she makes a
Hmm.
choice on the things she hear, the energy she picking up and stuff like that. That's a new age of it though, you know what I'm saying? That's a new
Hmm.
age of it though. See now that's the shit I like right there. You're not going by looks, you're not going by, whatever they got in their pockets. You're going by conversation, communication, and observation evidence of
Exactly.
of these things.
And then another thing about it is people move too fast.
Mm-hmm.
They move too fast. People are saying, if you can believe in love at first sight, you must believe that that is infatuation. Sorry, Jamie Foxx, please hit me with it. Is it just infatuation? I'm just
Right,
saying, like,
right.
dog, like, what are we talking about? Love at first sight? If I believe in love at first sight, then that means that I only believe in love off my sight.
Mm. Ooh. Not only do yeah, but here's the thing. Let me tell you something about your side as well. Your sight isn't your sight just because it's connected to your brain. Your sight is your sight because it's also connected to your soul too as well. So everything you feel in your soul about what you're, so that reflects in what you're seeing. Like for instance, right, your soul is saying, this guy's not exactly physically attractive. I don't know. I don't know if I want to date this person. You feel that in your soul, right? Then
Hmm.
from the soul comes up to the eyes, because they say their eyes are the windows to the soul, right?
Hmm.
So what you feel in your soul is what you feeling. This man might be attractive to someone else, but since your soul is saying this man's not physically attractive to me, that's what you're reflecting.
Hmm.
So
That's
basically,
exactly what it is.
exactly what it is. So therefore, how can you really go by looks though? I might look like an ogre to one woman. It might look like some good looking black guy with locks, for the next woman though, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying
Yeah.
I'm just saying though.
And that's exactly why I love that TV show, Are You the One?
Mm-hmm.
Simply because of the fact that Are You the One really shows how stupid people look trying to find love.
Right. Right. Oh, or better yet, what's that one shit? What's that one bullshit? The Bachelor, the Bachelorette.
Oh, yeah. But see, the thing about Are You the One is it's essentially 11 guys and 11 girls
Uh,
in a household, and each one of them in a computer generated system says that they each have a match in that house. They each have an actual match, and the whole point of the show is for that person, those people, to each one of them find their matches
that's some bullshit.
that's in the house. But the thing about it is that if you understand that what was done in the room that tells about the matches, it
Mm.
actually goes off of everything we're seeing right here, right now.
Word.
It's how they came up off their information.
Hmm.
Yeah, because if you watch the show and you really understand what you're seeing, you can see how these people act and how they think and how they actually match with somebody else who acts and thinks and behaves just like them.
Huh.
Yeah, you can
That's
see it, but the problem is in the show, the people who are in it don't see it.
oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you
I
end
get
up.
it's a blind study.
Mm-hmm.
Blind as a bat
Mm-hmm.
study at that, so you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now you see what I'm saying. That's why I like the show, because it's just like if you were really spiritually inclined, you could have found the person they wanted you to be with. It's pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? But because of that factor, you basically look at it like a fish out of water.
Right. Oh, another thing I want to talk about too, right? Yeah, exactly that too. And and like I said, I hear these Kevin Samuel videos and stuff like that said, well, I'm a high value man. And girls are supposed to approach me. And that's what I'm gonna tell you about, right? He did one with this one dude, right? Now, mind you, this dude was only 5'5", weighing 300 pounds, 300 some odd pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he says, oh my God. Dang it, Kevin. He says, okay, he asks questions, right? Some preliminary questions. Oh, by the way, he's very analytical too, though. I can see his mind working all the
Mm-hmm.
time, though. I'm like, damn, yeah, I could tell. One analytical person could tell what another one is, though. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So he thinks about
Yeah,
it.
I don't take anything away from him. I
Nah,
just can't.
you don't like his
I
delivery.
not even that. It's just a matter of I don't see how the one thing, the reason why people really like watching Kevin Samuel reality TV, it's the drama of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look at reality TV for the drama of it. I look at reality TV so that I can actually understand
Right.
deeper what people are seeing and how they're delivering things today. Because that's about the most I get out of reality TV. When people listen to Kevin Samuels, it's not
Mm-hmm.
really about learning anything, it's about the drama.
Right. Now, but here's the thing, though. You know me. You've been on me for years. I tell you the reason why I watch movies, the movies I watch and watch, certain
Mm-hmm.
certain TV shows and stuff like that, right? Because I like to analyze everything in that show because it leaves you clues and you can analyze off each clue though what they're saying back in the background though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I listen to them, that's why I'm listening to. I'm listening to not only pitch and vibrations and the arithmetic of the words, the vernacular. You know what I'm saying? We said two negative words in the same sentence, in which each word would cancel out. I'm listening for shit. I'm looking at listening to shit for that though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So far, he hasn't disappointed though. You know what I'm saying? But so far, hasn't disappointed. I haven't found anything like that. No distortions, no
Of
anything else.
course.
Anything else, right?
Mm,
So, so
that's why I say I respect him because of the fact that he goes out there and he does what nobody else will do.
right,
The only issue that I have is with the fact of the matter is I really would like for him to provide more solutions
right,
to
right,
the problems that he finds.
right,
Because it's
right,
one thing to be a person who can sniff out problems, but if you offer no solution, what help are they really getting?
right. I mean, to be honest with you, that's why at first I didn't listen to him. I was like, I hear you, brother. I hear what you're saying, but you're there's just something about it I'm not liking. There's just something about it I'm not liking. There's just some not about you personally, but some about what you're pushing out. Just something about it, I don't like it. So I continue to listen to his videos. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. He needs to offer more solutions. Not to say he doesn't. He just needs to
Yeah, he
offer.
does
He does, but he just needs to
more.
offer more. I mean, a solution will get them out of the rut that they said they're in. Pointing out the problem is obvious. You tell everybody, hey, look, I got shot in my arm, right? Hey,
Hmm.
look, I got shot in my arm. Like it's brand new to you that spot been there for maybe a couple weeks. But you just want everybody to go up and poke it, 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 poke it.
Yeah.
But look, it's brand new, right? No, man. So I'm like, dude, you cannot have scars heal, though. You know what I'm saying? And the solution for a scar healing is you clean the wound, you put some ointment on it, you either stitch it. If it don't need stitch, you just bench it up. It will heal itself.
Hmm.
But you have to provide the solution for the scar to for the sore to heal it for the cut to heal itself.
Hmm.
You just can't go in and keep poking at the goddamn bullet, poking the
Hmm.
hole. You're making it worse.
Right.
Okay, so analyze the issue. Tell the person what the issue really is. If you have to tell harshly or softly, it is what it is, though. But did you get the message?
Right.
So
At that point, you're more or less you are at that point a real counselor. Now, what they choose to do with the information, now that's their problem. That's for them to deal with. That's where they go, so on and so forth.
right,
But at least you did both parts
mm-hmm.
because when you sit there and you take a person and you crush them, but you
Mm-hmm.
don't build them back up, then you're just leaving more problems for the rest of the world. Because
right,
now this person is feeling crushed and damaged because they just got beat up and abused on live freaking TV, basically.
right,
And then now they've got something else they got to heal from, something else they got to deal with.
mm-hmm.
Even though they were toxic before, now they toxic with more problems and more questions. And man, Kevin Samuels did me another one. Now it's another strike in my spirit, and I feel some kind of way about that. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like these people are willing to come on the show to talk to you because either A, they have a real problem and they want your help, or
Mm-hmm.
B, they like the drama and they want to be a part of it.
Right,
One or the other. So if you don't offer any real solutions to it, then all you're doing is adding to the problem. You're not
right,
actually helping.
right. Exactly. Like for instance, right? I mean, I talk to people. I've talked to people over 20 years, right? Hell, all I need is the license. I could be a counselor, though. You know what I'm saying? I can't be one without it, due to HIPAA laws and all that stuff. confidentiality laws. They don't know if I could keep that, even though I've been doing that for years. But it is what it is. So I mean, you were a young lady I used to go out to lunch with.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, I used to go out to lunch with. Right, we used to have exactly these conversations. Like I ask her what happened to your last relationship. She tell me. She asked me. I tell her. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's a pattern. And she said that every guy that she actually tried to get with, they always ghost her. Don't they always ghost her? Say they
Hmm.
want to be friends, stuff like that. So I'm like, wait a minute. So every guy you run into is doing that? I just told her straight up, I'm like, okay, baby girl, it goes like this right here. Every guy is not the same guy though. So that means you had to go through it. That means you attempted to date it a different guy, a different guy, a different guy, a different guy. Okay. Yeah, we'll be 10 minutes. A different guy, a different guy, a different guy, but they all do the same thing to you. Last
Hmm.
time I checked, last time I checked, people who don't know each other can never tell the same lie.
No, but like attracts like.
Exactly. So you mean to tell me all these men did you the exact same way and they're totally different and don't even know each other? I'm like,
Hmm.
then there's an issue there. But the issue is not the chosen. The issue is the person who is choosing.
Hmm.
Ooh, wait a minute now.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Now that tells me that Michael Jackson song is in your head right now. Change the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. I want to change his ways. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? That's
Of
you.
course,
That should that
but
should
it's
that's like that should have been her right there.
right. But instead, they over here like Billie Jean is my love.
Right, exactly. Exactly, goddamn. But here's the thing, though, right? I tell that story to say this, dude. Don't look at me as one of those guys because I'm not really interested. You say you want to be friends, that took my interest away from you. So, but then I was noticing a couple things too, right? I was like, wait a minute. Hmm. The actions are not matching up with the words you just said to me. What's going on? Hmm. What's going on here? You say you want to be friends, and I took that as word of value. But now there's something different going on here. Your words are not matching with your actions. And then I remember what my sister said to me the first time. Terry, look, oh brother, all women are hypocrites.
Mm.
Now this is a woman. Now, mind you, I did not grow up with my sister, unfortunately, but I felt exactly what she was saying. Then I had to think about it. All the women I ever dealt with, including my mother. Damn, she's right. I'm like, damn. Well, all the women that I came across, yeah, sure, why not? Though? Well, maybe a couple didn't, but a couple didn't, especially one. But you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I see why she said that though. I see why she said because hell, she's a woman, and she a woman. And she knows she has those exact same traits, but she don't use them. She knows
Mhm.
every woman has those exact same traits, and she probably just calling out the ones that try to use those traits to their advantages.
Yeah, well, I mean, think about it. If you stand as the divine feminine and you deal with the darkness, the darkness is all about manipulation because
Exactly.
darkness is pure creative energy. It is darkness. So therefore, there's nothing there. You can make whatever the hell you want to make.
Right. You know what? Oh, I just thought about that. Right. Oh wait, we got 5. We got 6 minutes. But I just gotta say this though. I used to watch all those Lifetime movie network movies back in the day. Lifetime movies,
Hmm.
because they show some damn good movies. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They show some fucking good ass movies. Especially this movie about this one dude was stalking this 15-year-old girl. Now think about it though. Now I know why he was stalking her though, right? It's Divine Masculine got Divine Masculine's on the negative side, right?
Hmm.
He's creating fantasies on something that never happened. He's literally creating. Okay, I remember I held hands with her. You never held hands with her. Or I remember
No,
we used
his
to go.
divine feminine was out of
Oh
control.
yeah, yes, Divine Feminine was out of control. He's like, I remember we. Right, thank you for correction. Thank you for correction. Divine Feminine was out of control, right? Darkness overran the lightness, though. You know what I'm saying? Now it's
Hmm.
all. Now it's. I remember we went to the picnic at the park. That never happened. I remember we went dancing out in the nightclub and we bought drinks and we had a good time. That never happened. As a matter of fact, the girl you're stalking doesn't even isn't even old enough to drive. What you talking about?
Hmm.
I remember that when her parents invited me over there, they would never invite you over. You're 33 years old, son. The fuck are you talking about? Or I remember I remember that we played video games together. Dude, at that time the only video game I was Nintendo, and women did not, and girls back in those days was not interested in that stuff. So what the fuck are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Or like you remember that movie I was telling you about, I spit the remake of I Spit on Your Grave?
Yeah.
You gotta watch it on you gotta watch it on Tubi. It's actually a good movie, right? It's about this woman. It's a remake of the original one. It's about this woman. She was a novelist, right? And that kind of piqued my interest as well, because I'm a writer. She was a novelist, right? So she went to a cabin in Louisiana. The original one went to a cabin in Connecticut, but this one went to a cabin in Louisiana. She ran into some dude because she got lost on the road at the gas station. He tried to get at her, and she laughed at him, and and accidentally spilled some water on it. Whatever, right? Then she drives to the cabin. Fast forward, fast forward though, right? They was talking about the girl. The one dude got videotape of her and all this other shit, and then the so-called leader of the shit pack, um, got an idea talking about, oh, she just up here teasing us. She just see the mind start the mind. You know what I'm saying? First, he denotes as teasing. He's like breaking it down gradually, though. You know what I'm saying? First, he says, well, she's just teasing us, and second is she's a whore. She's just up here just doing what she do and whatever. Then she was like, then they denote her to an animal. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Then not only did they demote to an animal, they committed bestiality. They committed bestiality in their mind because now they don't this woman to an animal to do what they tell her to do and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They raped this woman. All of them raped this woman. She come back, and you could tell there's darkness over her, right?
Hmm.
And when she jumped in the river, she got baptized in that darkness to get revenge on these motherfuckers after what they did. And it was sweet. Ah! It was beautiful, man. That taught me something though, right? That taught me something. When motherfuckers bring you to the brink of darkness, the best way to get rid of that darkness is to use it to your advantage. When situations like that, of course, not every situation like that.
Of course, that's any energy that you receive. If you don't transmute it, then it lingers.
Yep. And what
If
is
you don't,
mm-hmm,
if you don't take, that's the only way you can heal. You can't actually heal a wound, but you can take the energy that you put into the wound
mm,
and turn around and transmute it into something better.
right. Well, she transmuted something better, all right. Everything they did to no, she did. She transmuted she transmuted she transmuted higher, yeah. Especially what she did after what she did to them. Everything they did to her, she did to them. One
Hmm.
dude, one dude, he was ducking her head in the water, right? Okay. All right. Well, fast forward. She did everything to the how she
They
killed
got
them.
it.
All right, peoples. Now we gotta end it. Oh, this is so beautiful right here, I
We'll do it
wish.
again.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta do this again though. And by the way, put this on your YouTube page too. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta send it to me. You're recording it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I will send it to you because I'm recording right now. And you know, what I'm saying after I stop it, you give me a link and send it right to you.
Bet.
Mhm. So my peoples, we got to get going. It's a little late on her side. She's in the East Coast, so it's 11 o'clock, and it's almost 12 because you got to get up early and make that money. And so do I. It's 10 over here, and I usually this is actually past my bedtime though. You know, what I'm saying it's a Sunday. I wish next time we'll do this on a Saturday, so I don't have to worry about going to work the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
And hopefully this blows up. Hopefully our videos blow up to the point where none of us have to clock in
18 more.
anymore. I don't want to clock in anymore. Maybe I could be one of those YouTubers that make millions of dollars in endorsements and you know all that good stuff. Hey, that'd be cool too. You know what I'm saying?
Change what you talk about, man.
Oh, we'll change what we talk about. You know what I'm saying? We'll change what we actually no, they don't mind weed though, you know what I'm saying? As long as you make those videos not as long as you don't make those videos available to anybody under the age of 18.
Of course. But other things we've said in this video, they won't
Yeah.
like.
Oh, by the but they if people, they get it, they get it, they don't, they don't, So there's no we can do about that though. All
Right.
right, all right, peoples. All right, thank you, Mahazi. Don't deaths.
Yeah, you can reach me on Mahazi Tone the Chosen One with a Z for the S and Chosen One on Instagram. I'll be on there doing lives from time to time, and I will drop my videos at the Mahazi Tone Deaf at YouTube.com. So meet me there, and I'll check you out. Thanks.
Yes. And you can catch me on having the constant truth underscore 81 on Instagram. You can catch my YouTube pages under my real name, which hopefully I'm gonna change that to my real name, Full Circle 420. And this is the blunt truth. So signing off.
Deuces.
Deuce.